G'day guys, it's Luke here from Yak Hunters. Today I'm going to do a little basic information video about your sonars and how to read them. So this video is going to be more relevant to those who have just bought themselves a sounder for the first time, or who have upgraded to a more expensive sounder that might have features like side scan, etc. So in this video I'm going to show you my setup, describe some of the scenes and how the sounder works and what you're looking for when you're looking for fish and objects in the water. That I'm using today is a Humminbird Helix Gen 4, and this is equipped with side scan and mega imaging. So there's three windows or screens that I'm currently looking at here. The first one is your down scan, this one's your sonar view, and this one here is your side scan. And as you can see, it's set to 20 meters to the right and the left. So as the sounder picks up information, as you can see, my vessel's moving forward, and the information that appears at the top of the screen is the newest information. And as I move past, it then becomes old information, which will be here behind you. Now, the screens themselves have different features, and I'm going to show you exactly what they do and why I have the three set up. So firstly, you have your down scan, okay? And what your down scan basically is a nice view of that black area that you can see below you. So it's a small arc to the left and the right. The down scan itself, you can read the depth. So if you do see an object here, you can see exactly what depth it is, but you may not know whether it's on the left of you or on the right, which is why it's handy to have your side scan as well. So pictured here, you can see there are a couple of objects, okay, showing up on the right. Now we can see on the down scan that they're at 1.5 meters deep, and a couple there also on the bottom, which looks like a small school of fish. Your sonar view is a very basic imaging view of what's below you. So here you'll see some noise or disturbance, whereas here in the down scan you'll see a little bit more detail of those objects. So what that looks like to me is there's a bunch of bait fish or small fish on the bottom. Here, for example, you'll see a tree, okay? So on the side scan, you can see a fallen log, and I'll explain that in a second. On our sonar, there's a very basic view, and on the down scan, we can see a little bit more detail. So how your side scan works. Basically, if you think of the imaging almost like a big torch beam, okay? It comes out of your transducer and sends a signal in a bit of an arc, all right, to the left and to the right. In this case, it's showing information 20 meters either side. So as that signal gets sent out, or almost like a torch beam, it's looking for objects that interrupts the signal or interrupts that light, okay? And from there, those objects will be highlighted on your view. Now you can see there that I also cast a shadow, okay? So essentially, if you think of it as that torch, you're highlighting an object and you're looking for the shadow as the detail of what that object is and how deep it is down in the water, okay? And if we cross-reference this with our down scan, we can see exactly how deep those objects are. So the way we look at objects on the side scan is how far the shadow is from the object that's highlighted. If the object that's highlighted is very close to the shadow that's cast, then we know that it's pretty close to the bottom. If we see a highlighted object and there's a long shadow that spreads away from it, then we know that the object is very high in the water column, or takes up the entire water column like a tree that you can see here. There on the left is a fallen down log. We can see the highlighted log, and we can see the shadow is very close to that log, which tells me it's like a lay down or some sort of fallen log. Here, for example, okay, you can start to see some long lines. So that is a tree, and then it's cast a long shadow from that. So we get a nice clear view in a detailed sense of what may be on the bottom, whether it's trees, whether it's fish, whether it's reef, structure, etc. I like to have several screens displayed so that I can see where the objects are to the left and right of me, and then I can cross-reference that with the down scan and see exactly how deep they are. So again, in summary, the down scan shows a little bit of detail of what's below in that darkened area and how deep it is. The sonar view has a very basic view. It's less power essentially, and it shows you some basic images here, okay, and the down scan will provide further detail. And when you use your side scan, as you can see here, there's a whole bunch of fish, okay, as I'm going through a school, and I can see now that they're at 2.5 to 3 meters. All right, so this is super handy. Now I know that there's fish on the right and to the left of me, and I can cross-reference exactly how deep they are down. So if I were going to target those fish, I go right, and I drop a lure out here, okay, approximately 4 meters to my right, and at 3 meters down, and that's where I want to target those fish. So they are handy to have a couple of screens displayed so you can cross-reference them for further information. But that's pretty much it, guys. I just wanted to touch on the basic views of a sounder for those that wanted to know about side scan and down scan and your sonar view, and a little bit about how to read them and what the difference is between them. If there's any other questions, feel free to shoot me a message. Good luck fishing. Cheers, guys.